Let's get into this one, and I believe we're going to start it off with Snipe Down.
All right, now Snipe Down kicking things off here right out the front of the base right away. Expect a lot of aggression from both these teams. Like we talked about, one of the fastest paced game types, certainly the fastest paced CTF in Halo 3.
Couple of kills down either side. Roy picks up a double there, and Pistola's going to be moving towards top A here. You won't see him pushing too aggressively at this point because he knows he doesn't have teammates on the respawn, so now that they've come, he's actually going to be met by an unfortunate spawn in the A corner, and he's going to get taken out pretty quickly.
Yeah, looks like Lunch may not have been ready for that either as he's trying to fight here from bottom middle. It's a great back whack though. And you're going to see these teams going back and forth, really control on Onslaught. It's hard to get, and those moments of control can be few and far between as well. As you see, anytime a team has control, they're going to need to constantly apply pressure to keep it.
Yeah, staying alive around your own base when you're on the back foot, buying time for those respawns to come out and staggering those respawns is one of the most vital parts of this game type. You see Snipe Down pushing in now, picks up a nice double there on straight sick and might have created the opportunity for the first flag to be run here. Looks like he's going to double back here towards bottom middle, does get that one out, and smart decision to try and go back and stay alive there and get that flag out of the base.
And even right there, you see on the box, it took him an extra full second or so to get that flag touch, and just because of that, he does get hit with the spawn nade as well. He tries to go for a base. So I'm not kidding when I say second-to-second moments here on Onslaught CTF can make the difference between a win and a loss.
Snipe Down's hunting around the bottom of the map here. He's going to try and get behind Shele. Beautiful shot there to connect on him to get that kill. Aries is going to challenge as well. Great grenade there from Snipe Down. Unfortunately, Aries just dropped down there and make sure that he avoided that splash damage to get that kill. And Straight Sick now is going to be moving in and trying to force the push and get into the Reciprocity base here, but Pistola too smart for that one.
Great defensive play from Ola there. The one thing that we haven't seen yet on set, and the one big thing we're going to be looking for, of course, is that top control. Not only do you want to be able to lock down top A, top B, but eventually getting someone top middle who can really anchor down and lay down shots into both of the dumpsters, both of the corners. That's going to be a difference maker.
And somehow Roy stayed alive here, finally gets taken out by the respawner there, Shele. And talking about top middle control, there's one particular player who's playing in this game who was synonymous with top middle control back in the original Halo 3 days, and that man is Pistola. He was just a machine at laying down the shots.
Absolutely, certainly a player. If you're coming off the respawn on A dump, B dump, or one of the corners, and you have Pistola laying shots into you and his teammates also flanking you from the streets, not a good place to be.
Yeah. Reciprocity going to be 3 dead here, and Straight Sick moving in straight on that objective as well. Gets it over the 50-yard line. Unfortunately, Roy with the grenade is going to take him down. Now it's all about those kills. Shele in a great position here. If he can pick up this kill, might be able to get a touch on that flag as well. It looks like it is still out in the base. Couldn't finish off the kill on Roy, and that should be a return from Reciprocity. But no, a touch comes in the last second. Straight Sick gets it up to Commonly, but now they're 4 dead. The double kill from Roy is going to stop this one, and he's going to get that clutch return.
That's a big stop, and it's another killing spree for Roy as well. Keep in mind, he started that killing spree with the kill on the flag carrier at first. If you can keep your flag carrier alive on Onslaught CTF and in the mazes, and they can just delay their run, that can be all the difference. But Roy gets the kill, and eventually the double on the return.
Yeah, good defensive plays here, though, from the guys on Denial. They were in a bit of a spawn trap momentarily there with that 4 dead situation, but they prevented that flag from being transferred back to the Reciprocity base. Now they're formulating a push of their own, but Roy set up on top B with that BR that we all know about. He's putting so many shots down, and Snipe Down picks up 3. Roy looking for that final kill, backs down smartly to keep his shields, but that's going to create a real opportunity to get in the base here for Rec.
Yeah, it's been a really good back and forth so far. That's not the first time that we've seen Roy get backed way off a top middle by spawning players on the Denial side. Roy wisely doing so, but to me that really tells you that Denial is applying really great pressure off the spawn.
Yeah, Shele with a double kill here, and he's set up, and he's going to be moving across the top middle here. Now this is the power position. Look at the setup
here we go.
That Denial have here. Roy gets absolutely melted off spawn. Lunchbox manages to just about stay alive as well, but Pistola dropping there means this could well be the first flag on the board going for Denial. Commonly's going to put it in. Denial go up by 1.
And anyone who's played enough Onslaught CTF knows that when we were on board with Shele top middle and you saw players spawning in the corner and the dump and those kills coming in instantly, that is the setup. That's what we're looking to see for teams to secure the flag here.
So Denial strike first here, but of course we do play to 5 captures, and that's going to be 3 dead here for Denial. Pistola looking for the last kill on Shele. Shele delayed his death ever so slightly here, but now you're going to see worrying signs here for Denial. Commonly behind the flag. Commonly going to be taken down here potentially, but no, fantastic shots there from Commonly. And I wonder if anyone from Reciprocity is in position to get this touch and rally that flag back to their base.
Looks like still sitting there. Roy, yes, going to be able to jump up.
Lunchbox, though, playing this one so smart. Shele's going in for the return. Shele can't actually get the return at the last second. The new player to the team, showing his worth.
Shele knew he had to get his head down there. He had 2 BRs on him in the flag. Narrowly gets that return. Big aggressive play from Shele.
Straight stick with the beat down as well, and it looks like they're trying to get another flag moving here, Denial, after that big play and that big return from Shele, but defensively, Reciprocity looking pretty good. Shele versus Pistola in this 1v1, and Pistola will get the better of him.
So Onslaught's a map where you have control. There's a pretty high percentage chance that you have the exact setup that we saw Denial get, that you're going to get that flag cap. Looking at the first 5.5 minutes on set, we've actually only seen one solid bit of control. Now, Denial did convert, but that tells you just how close these two teams are. We've only seen one instance of true map control in almost 6 minutes of play.
And that's why the mentality of players is so vital here on Halo 3. They're longer game types. You have to concentrate for so much longer and work so much harder to get any kind of advantage on the map. Pistola now moving in bottom middle, picks up a kill. Shele going to be taken down as well by Ola. The triple's in front of him, and Strike Stick goes down as Ola picks up 3. Commonly's in the corner here looking for the over. But Hammy's too smart for that one, but Roy comes in and picks up the 4th kill.
As we know, though, just because you get that trip, even 4 dead on Onslaught, does not mean you're going to get the conversion, because these players are going to be coming off spawn so quickly, and if you're not in the right map position, even after you get 3 or 4 dead, you're not going to get a flag cap.
And the fact that Pistola picks up that triple and still hasn't got past the 50-yard line shows that he was picking up those kills on his flag. He was having to play defensive there. That triple kill stopped a flag cap there from Denial, or a flag cap opportunity, I should say. And Reciprocity now, at least they can reset a little bit. A Snipe Down and Roy get those kills to allow Pistola to push up. Yeah,
it's a great point on set. That was a defensive triple there from Pistola, but in either way, whether it's a defensive or an offensive triple, you're still going to need to have players in the right position right away. Oh, it looks like might get this flag pulled. We talked about this earlier. Curious if we're going to see a little bit of scrappier play from Reciprocity now that they know they might need to just go for those risky flag pulls.
Shele versus Pistola once more. Snipe Down's coming in, and that's going to be 3 dead there for Denial. Reciprocity running the flag back, and Pistola with a smart route behind his teammates, meaning he will not be shot in the back, and Reciprocity are going to tie up the game at 1-1.
And made it look way too easy there. Ola goes down the street and had all the coverage in the world. They're going to try to rally here. Killing spree for Snipe Down.
4 dead.
4 dead.
4 dead. Snipe Down's going to run this one home. Back-to-back flag caps are going to be coming in from Reciprocity. They make it count.
Look at that double cap, and what a terrible time for Denial to allow that to happen. Typically happens a little bit of 2 things have to happen. You might overextend on a flag return, and on top of that, you might be getting overslayed time and time again by Reciprocity.
Yeah, but Denial look like they might be able to answer back almost immediately here. Flag is moving with Commonly, and Commonly, just like that, is going to tie up the game 2-2. Great resilience there from Denial to just bounce back straight after the double cap.
Now the game's really starting to open up and heat up as well. You're going to see, as long as that aggression continues, these flag caps will continue to come in. We saw a lot of conservative play over the first 7 minutes of play, but now things have opened wide up.
Yeah, 2 dead for either side at the moment. Shele picks up another kill, so 3 have fallen for wreck. Commonly trying to hunt down Roy at the moment in front of the base around the A square, but the flag is out as well, so Commonly's got to be aware of that. Needs to get that return at some point, and it does come in. Snipe Down melted off of spawn as well. Good control of the map here for Denial, Andy.
It's a veteran angle there from Commonly. You see him sitting right there on the top mid-street and shooting into the box. He can angle himself away so easily. Great work from him to anchor top mid.
Aries working well. Shele's picking up another kill, and all of these kills are happening inside the Reciprocity base. That was 3 dead there. Pistola, though, with an important kill. Commonly manages to get another one. Straight Stick picks up kills. This should be a flag at least moving here for the guys in Denial. And look at this. Straight Stick has rallied this one back, but a big stop comes in from Roy.
Big stop from Roy, and really Snipe Down was actually the one leading the charge there for that return. He's going to jump on it right away. They're going to get it. Snipe Down's able to pick up 2 very big kills on that return. So we're going to stay netted up at 2-2.
Roy moving around the A maze at the moment down low. Commonly's trying to hunt him down as well, and Commonly's going to come in. Twin brother, their Lunchbox couldn't quite drop down in time there to help him out, but he does get the double kill there on Straight Stick. Now he's going to be moving in towards the Denial base. He's looking for more blood top middle as well, but great shots from Aries to shut him down.
Yeah, great confidence there from Aries as well. 2 dead momentarily for the side of Reciprocity, but it looks like Denial's going to need to slay a little bit more in order to get that top control.
Straight Stick making a push on this B street, then you can see he's trying to help out his teammate there. Commonly under base. Commonly wins his battle against Snipe Down though. 1 player down at the moment. It looks like they're going for a quick flag pull as well. Straight Stick doubling back onto the base here, but Lunchbox is wise to that. I like the play there from Straight Stick. Wasn't aware of where the spawns were. Unfortunately for him, all of his teammates fell at the same time, and now that 4 dead means that Snipe Down and Ola can push up into the base.
Look at that. You see Snipe Down holding that back button forward, dead for so long. Picks up the double.
Love this. Love this from
Four dead
Snipedown.
again.
Didn't over-challenge that third kill, knew his teammates would pick that up. The 4 dead comes in, Snipedown showing complete trust in his teammates, and that turns into a third cap here for Rec.
Look at that, making it look way too easy in the slaying department. Will they back-to-back again on set?
They're looking to do exactly that. Roy with the toss out to bottom middle. Shots are coming in, but I don't think they're going to be good enough. Jumps up the front of the base. He's finally tanking some, but it doesn't matter. Back to back, once again, from the Rec Pack.
Are you kidding me? This is an objective, efficient team right now.
Ola
Can they make it 3 in a row?
Ola wants to end this one. 3 in a row. Commonly gets taken down. Keep an eye on that kill feed, though. 3 players finally fall here for Reciprocity. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to convert this one.
Taking a look who's going to fly in for this. Looks like Snipedown was trying to get across the map. Roy also flying across the base. No, that flag will get reset, but want to talk about that objective efficiency from the side of Reciprocity. They've only had 2 flag runs. Both of them were double caps. That's why they lead 4-2.
Yeah, 2 runs, 2 opportunities to get the flag moving, 2 spawn kills, ended up in 4 flag caps. So fantastic stuff coming in from Reciprocity. Now they're just 1 flag away from taking this game, number 1. Denial with their backs against the wall. They need to make some big plays here.
Tell you what, Reciprocity, they don't pull the flag often, but when they do,
it works.
They make it count.
Shele going to be caught off guard here. Maybe starting to get a little bit desperate, maybe knowing that time's dwindling down as well. Commonly going to be taken down there by a combination of Roy and Snipedown, and this is just good map control and good smart defensive play. You see Roy not overextending now. They know they have that 2 cap lead.
Yeah, really great push there and confidence in the team shot. 2 players who are just pushing no shields like commonly and nothing you can do. We got Roy and Snipedown flying at you on your dumpster. Now good slays coming in, but it looks like also some good defense off the spawn from Denial.
Snipedown then going to be taken down finally. A couple of kills do go in the favor of Denial here, so they might have an opportunity to get a pull of their own. And now we're saying it's 2 caps that they're ahead, but we've seen you can back-to-back flag cap. Reciprocity have done it twice. Denial, if they can pull it off, they have a real shot here.
Yeah, keep in mind here, 3 minutes left or so, and they're up by 2. Let's go into a listen-in now on the side of Reciprocity. They're on the respawn here. See if they can get this last flag cap.
Corner, I'm here now. I'm milking this guy. He's making our A.
Bottom below you, 1 hit. In under our base.
And our flag on J. On our
Watch out the flag. 2 guys under our base. I killed him. Nice, Derek. Big kill. They're coming in for bait now.
Our A corner and our window.
In our A street. Our A street also.
Our A box. Our A box.
Running it out bottom. In our flag.
Yeah.
Flag.
Just our box right now. Weak on me. Our flag right now on me, boys.
I'm looking just.
Watch out our flag.
I got him. Nice. Top middle too. I died. Top center. We top center. They're gonna get that. They're gonna get that. Top center fell out of you.
Eric's killing the flag. Nice. The flag.
Bottom B. Might be weak. Might be window. I don't know.
I'm coming.
They're beat up. They know me. Under the base B. They're beat up. 8 up. Watch out under the base. Really weak going B stairs. To their B. To their B. 2 guys were B. 2A also. You guys A on me. Just keep your shield.
Right now, weak.
They're A street. Going top B.
Bottom B right now, weak.
Low B and top B. Bottom
B is weak.
Bottom A, dude. Bottom A gonna kill me. He's our A maze now. He's going to our A weak. Top B weak, guys. He's our A maze right now. Watch our B. Alright, we're 2 dead. Our B corner. Right behind you. Drop. Bottom center, bottom B. 2 on 3. They're bottom B.
Watch out at our B box.
Maze.
They're going top B guys right now.
Okay, I'm here.
3, 2, 1. He's gonna be up there. Yep.
I'm here right now.
I'm weak as well. I shot him a couple times. He's weak.
They're bottom B. 1 in. Bottom B. I killed 10. 3 dead.
I'm pushing.
They're B stairs again.
Hear the intensity in the call-outs there from Reciprocity. They know how important this game, number 1, is. It puts them a step closer to matching up against Tox in our grand finals. Just 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock here for Denial to make something happen, but look at the Reciprocity spawns. They're all on the back foot here, and here comes the push from Denial.
Another great push from Denial. Just as we jumped in that listen in, they got a cap, and they might be doing it again here.
All of those sneaky plays staying alive under the base there. He has a line of sight on that flag. It's so vital they get him out of there. Aries does manage to do that. 2 kills fall here. Denial are not saying die.
Lunchbox is on the return, though. What is he doing down there? He gets the return.
He gets the re!
They took their eyes off bottom middle, and just like that, Lunchbox sneaks in through the maze and gets the return. They're going to have to do it again.
Still time here for Denial. Straight Sig picks up 2. That's going to clear the way for Commonly to make some plays here, but he's got to play this one so smart. He takes on Lunchbox. Waiting for the re-challenge from Box, and he wins the battle there.
Big shots there.
Has some help from his teammate. Pistola's playing defensively. He's just trying to buy time here. Shele picking kills up. 30 seconds left. Commonly needs help from his teammates.
Keep in mind, Denial needs to score here. They've got 25 seconds to start this flag run. if they're unable to do so, we're going to see the guys on Reciprocity close it out in regulation.
Yeah, 3 of his teammates just fell here, Shele. He's trying his best to duke out Lunchbox, and he has just about managed to get behind enemy lines.
Needs to get a kill here and then a pull.
What does he do? He needs to go for the pull. I'm not sure if he has time. He goes for one. He needs to immediately go for this pull. Pistola gets one.
Oh,
unfortunately,
no!
that grenade might have just won the game for Reciprocity, and indeed it has. The last second grenade after the play from Shele was not enough.
And that is
Reciprocity take your game number 1.
And they actually do concede the pull about 1 second after regulation ended. The guys on Denial just a second late on that flag pull. You saw a tough decision there for Shele and the Denial squad on the flag, whether to try to pick up those kills in the corner or get the pull. Like you had said on set, in the end, they opt for the kills before the pull, and it cost them. They lose the game there in regulation, 4-3.
4-3, though. What a game it was. It was back and forth. The double caps, though, from Reciprocity, such a positive sign for them, Andy. It was one thing we were worried about yesterday. Yeah. They seem to have addressed it already today. And look at that. Big kills coming across the board from a lot of those rec players. Ola and Snipedown leading the way.
Jeez, the assist category on both sides is monstrous as well. Big numbers there.
Just want to point out here, Shele with 42 assists in that game. That man was shooting everything.
Shooting everything that he saw. I tell you what, also, during that game, 2 big moments from Lunchbox for me, as we're going to jump into the highlights in just a moment. During the listen-in, 1 big call that Lunchbox made, let's let this flag go. They did not overextend on the 3rd flag that they conceded. If they did, that easily could have been a double cap for the guys on Denial. And then secondly, Lunchbox also comes in and gets the game-saving return late in the game. 2 very big moments for him, and really could have been the difference between a win and a loss.
Yeah, and one of my favorite plays in that game as well was the Snipedown play. When he got that flag, he picked up a double kill inside the Denial base, saw the 3rd player there, but didn't get too hungry for it, trusted his teammates to pick up that respawner and just move the flag immediately. That was a guaranteed flag cap for them, and fantastic veteran decision-making from Snipedown.
And it wasn't easy, though. You look at Reciprocity, of course, only able to squeak out the win 4-3, and the game ending on time as well. So really a great series between these 2 squads, and you really couldn't ask for a better game number 1.
Yeah, we're seeing some more highlights here. The Pistola triple kill as well. That was on the defensive side, as we pointed out. And Snipedown just doing Snipedown things, being such a nuisance inside the base on his way to racking up those kills. And the efficiency here is so deadly. We talk about Onslaught a lot, and the closed quarter style of the map and how the respawns allow you to get a fresh 4 dead pretty much consecutively. Those double caps are a real threat at this high level.
I mean, you look at that Snipedown. You saw him check in his death screen, not only on the push to that base. It seemed like 4 were dead forever. But also look at that. When you're running that flag and you check your back button twice and 4 are still dead when you're getting on your front doorstep, that's a good feeling. You can just bring that flag in and potentially even turn it into a double, which is what we saw them do several times.
So we're back after those replays, and we're looking forward to our game number 2 now. We're moving on to Narrows Slayer. Sniper rifles and rocket launch is going to be a real deciding factor in this one. Now, looking at some of the players we've got on our stage, obviously Snipedown's going to be the person to pick that up from Reciprocity, but Straight Six been doing work with it as well this weekend. Excited to see if he can match Snipedown, because you need to match Snipedown. You cannot let him get control of top mid and start spawn killing you.
And absolutely, the Denial guys are here in the Losers Bracket Finals for a reason. This game number 2, not only a game they can take, this Slayer, but of course a game they're very capable of winning in a dominant fashion. A lot of talent on that side, as you said. Expect them to really bring the pressure. They don't really want to let Narrows slow down, because when you let guys like Snipedown, Roy, Ola, and Lunch get comfortable, very difficult to play against. So I'm expecting Denial to really try to bring the pressure here on Narrows. It's going to play a lot different than a CTF.
Well, let's see if we can get straight into this one as well. Game number 2 looks like it is ready to go. Narrow Slayer is going to be your second map. This is a big one here from Denial. If they can squeak this one away and extend the series to that 4th game at least, then they're going to build so much momentum. If Reciprocity take this one, they're just 1 game away from making it through to our grand finals. This is a huge match here for us, for the guys on Denial, excuse me.
It is, of course. The question of, do we head into game number 3 tied up at 1, or are we going to see the guys on Denial down 2-0? Snipedown and crew really don't want to show any signs of slowing. Such a great Sunday for them so far. Here we are, game number 2.
Ooh, and it's going to be a sniper battle, and Snipedown smartly moves away. But Aries has managed to steal in and get an early double kill with those rockets. Unfortunately, he had to take his own life while he was doing it, but commonly is going to be the player actually who picks up the sniper rifle, misses that shot on Lunchbox, but the body shot there that helps out his teammate Shele pick up that kill, and now he's more than aware of that play. Hitting the man cannon, trying to flank. So using this backstage, making sure his back's against the wall, and he's not going to get back smacked.
Yeah, both of the snipers are right now are right around backstage. Snipedown is also in his own lobby as well. But right now, commonly got some good angles. Gave them a minor lead, but Lunchbox gets a double, which shuts that down right away.
Aries picks up one here for Denial. And this is the pace of the game that you're going to see quite a lot. You saw commonly, saw Snipe Down jumping it around at the back of the base. It's actually Roy, excuse me, who has the sniper rifle here for Reciprocity. So look for that sniper battle. So once one of these players does hit a headshot or takes that player out of commission, like Commonly just did there onto Lunchbox, you'll see the swarm come in. Pistola going to be taken down by Commonly, and oh my word, look at the swarm coming in here from Denial. That was 3 dead, and Aries picks up another one. Chance to rack up some kills, 10-5.
And this is what I'm talking about. They need to play a very fast-paced, narrow Slayer. There's a bunch of ways to play this game type, and the game can play pretty different depending on the matchup that you get and kind of the way those two teams play against each other, but I don't think Denial has any room to play a slow game here.
Commonly manages to stay alive smartly there. His teammates are still alive as well, and Reciprocity really struggling to get out of the base at the moment, to be honest with you. Aries has a sniper rifle to work with in the back pocket, but she's using that BR to lay down these shots. More guaranteed damage than that sniper rifle can offer.
And it's a great lead here, 14-6 now. Another nice no-scope there from Aries for the Denial side. Let's get into a listening here as they're up by 10.
R2, one shot. R2, you got 3.
Nice, and they're flag snipe and flag lobby.
You have help. Snipe's watching you. Snipe's watching you.
L3, going L2 right now, weak. Roy.
I died from their...
Beat their snipe.
To their snipe right now, guys. One's going L2, L2, R2, Nate the bucket.
Top one shot, Roy.
Snipe 26.
L2,
and R2, one shot. One shot their snipe down, going flag.
26 snipe.
No one can, R3 Pistola. One shot R3, hold on. Try to get him. L3's gonna kill me. Still right.
I'm watching.
On their low.
That's all good. Good try.
R3, snipe still, Mason. There's snipe, two. I got one. No one, R2. Going for R2 to top right.
Look at R2, Shele. Push it, dude. R2 weak, Roy.
I got our snipe, just look. I'm gonna cannon. Yeah, get ready. They're cannon.
They've been asking for the rocket guys.
Okay, I'm gonna help you, Shele. I'm looking R2.
He's behind the weak, Roy. R2 lobby, snipe down.
R2 weak wall.
I got killed from R2.
56 rockets coming up.
Really weak R3, snipe that 2 shots. Go down low. He's still R3 to R2. He's R2
I'm gonna be
sniping out full. Where is he, R2? He was top of R2. He was top.
Sniping R2. Have shield, snipe down.
Roy.
They might have rockets.
Roy, I got Roy. L4 sniping. Your left shoulder. I hear you.
Nice, we have rockets and snipe.
Still left shoulder.
Play your lives.
I'm looking
at
watch
my pockets.
R3 and R2. I'm trying. I'm looking
at
They're all lobby. Push low with me.
One lifted. Snipe down's weak right at exciting drop. And 2 lifted.
I'm playing their side
lobby. Got lobby sniping. He got me. R2 now. I'm dead. Top in. They R1 right now with sniper.
I'm in the base with rocket.
R2.
On their cannon launch. They're cannon the lobby.
Snipe down.
Nice, dude. One was our side sniping.
I got lunch.
Nice, dude. 3 dead. Last guy was sniping our side already. He's on the box hiding. That's not sniper. I don't know where sniper's at.
They can't weak.
They were all dead there.
I hear you, Shele.
Alright, they're spawning.
On their cannon lobby.
Oh, next team, bro.
L4.
Nice, we have another snipe.
I have a snipe. Yeah.
After lunch.
They're after us. Is really weak.
L3.
That's him on like L4. R3 now. R2 now.
Good shit.
R2 right now. Push him.
Denial have done a great job since that listening. There was something that you noticed about the communication, Andy, that you were talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about just now during that listen as we're watching. What we're seeing from Denial is they're really playing the fast-paced game we wanted to see, and they're also really overwhelming this Reciprocity side. And to be honest, you may have noticed there's not a lot of very strategic small talk happening during that listening. Instead, it's constant call-outs and simply responding to those and finishing those kills.
37-25 the score at the moment. Lunchbox trying to stay alive as Aries tries to hunt him down, and Aries does hunt him down. Lunchbox falls, just 12 kills to go here for Denial to tie up our series.
Yep, Denial simply outplaying Reciprocity.
Oh my word! How is Aries alive? How does he survive in that battle? So uncharacteristic of Snipe Down to miss those shots.
Yeah, Shele and Aries working really great there on the team shot, and they're continuing to apply the pressure to the back cannon during the listening. Even when we saw Reciprocity sending 2 over the cannon, did not end in a control for the Reciprocity side. Denial has not looked back since that 20 kill mark.
And you feel it as well when you see 2 players man cannon like that. There's a sort of air of desperation about that.
Yes.
Instead of going for the traditional pushes towards top middle, trying to pick those players up, they're forced to try and do something different. That is the level of control that Denial have had on this map. And look at the score, 44-30 at the moment, with Straight with a fresh sniper in his hands too.
Yeah, 14 kills is a huge margin on a game.
Oh
Arrow
my!
Slayer shuts down Snipe Down in the right pocket as well.
We talked about the Straight versus Snipe Down battle and how influential it could be in this particular game, and Straight most certainly won that one with applause.
Only 3 kills to go here. They're not looking back at all, continuing to apply pressure.
Nice shot again from Straight Sick to take down Snipe Down. 1 more kill to go. Can he finish it out with style? He sees Lunchbox. I think he hit 2 players, but he did get the kills, unfortunately. And somehow, Reciprocity have stayed alive in this situation. Roy now taken down to no shields. Straight Sick trying to finish this off, and he does so, even with Pistola hitting a headshot there. But Denial tie up the series at 1-1. That's the response they were looking for.
That's exactly it. Not only do they take game 2, but like we said, a team that's absolutely capable of taking it in a pretty dominant fashion. That's exactly what they do here, tie up the series 1-1. They've got to be feeling really good. As you saw, they're off to a great start. And oftentimes in a game 2 Slayer, you could see a team answering back, do a great start. And a lot of people might have wondered if Reciprocity was going to answer right back in that game. However, Denial did not look back. They got a 10-kill lead and just continued throughout the entire game.
Yeah, with the control that they had, and I think you raised a great point as well when we were talking about, you know, the communication that we heard, their ability to react to each other's call-outs. That's that natural chemistry. Sometimes you don't have to have that small talk. If the small talk is almost natural in how you react and how you interact with your fellow teammates. And I want to look at this. We didn't see the stats there, but commonly he put up a huge performance in that game for his team. Big stuff from him. But the battle towards the end of that game, Straight Sick versus Snipe Down. If Snipe Down wins that battle, takes that sniper out commission, that could have been a different ending.
Yeah, even when you saw Reciprocity sending 2 players over the cannon, it was first of all great communication on the Denial side, specifically saying 2 players have cannon. That gave the opportunity for Denial just to continue to focusing on the opponent's lobby. They already had presence in the Snipe 1. There's no reason to panic, even if the enemy team is sending 2 players over the cannon. If anything, as you pointed out earlier on set, it indicates a little bit of panic from the other side.
Yeah, and this little play here from Commonly was so good. Before that, he dropped about 3 or 4 shields for his teammates to push in, and nice finishes on the player over the cannon. That's, you know, the cannon player usually has the advantage in that battle with the extreme height advantage he has, so those shots should not be sort of scoffed at. They're such difficult shots to hit in comparison to the man going over the cannon, and it really was Denial just took over this game. Look, even here, 28-19, it would have been a bit of a choke on their side to actually, you know, throw that one away.
Absolutely. Look at this, narrowly missing the triple there. As we go back to Aries, I believe some great team shot here was what occurred with Shele on top middle shortly after this. I believe here's the battle right here you were talking about against Snipe Down.
Yeah, I think that Snipe Down was actually changing targets there. Maybe didn't realize the player in front of him was weak. So, you know, we initially said, you know, a little bit uncharacteristic, but I think he was actually engaging in a different battle there. But there was that shot towards the end from Straight Sick that really did close things out for Denial. And this makes the series very interesting now. This game 3 is huge for both of these teams, and it's going to be Construct King of the Hill.
Absolutely, and it's a big win for Denial because had they dropped that game and allowed Reciprocity to come back, I don't know if Denial bounces back in the series. The fact that they were able to open so strong and maintain that control throughout the entire game, like you say, is going to set us up for a series that could go the distance here. Let's take a look at the series layout.
Game number 3 is going to be what we're getting into. Of course, it will be Construct King of the Hill. We'll try and get into, we'll try and show you the series layout when we can, but let's talk about this one a little bit, Andy. What are some of the aspects that these teams have got to control? Because we're getting to the end of the tournament now. We can start getting into more specifics of what these teams have to do to eke out those important wins.
Absolutely. Now with this series tied 1-1, this game 3 is going to be really important. And of course, not only the go-ahead game, but a game that's going to give a lot of momentum here. As you talked about, this is a game type that requires so much discipline heading in, really not only in the opening, but really as you play this entire game, each push is going to be so important. It's Construct King of the Hill for game number 3.
Yeah, and it looks like, especially on these top hills, a lot of teams, especially Toxin, I've been watching them, have put a lot of importance on top gold and kind of utilizing that top gold lift. It seems to be the way that they're trying to push up to the top level. You used to sort of see splits across the map, trying to catch someone off guard, up the purples, and, you know, one player going up gold, one up sword, but it seems the prioritization of that lift, even if 2 or 3 players die going up lift, if the last player can survive at gold, those respawns seem to be so heavily weighted on that closed gold area that it allows you to respawn and then push.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to say, if you're a Denial fan, what you want to see from Denial in this game is to pick up in game number 3 exactly where they left off in game number 2. They have to play Construct King even faster than your average play style in this game type if they want to have the same result against Reciprocity.
Here we go then. Game number 3 loading up. As you can see, Construct King of the Hill. Keep an eye on those rockets and that sniper rifle as well. They have the ability to change a game as well as that overshield down bottom middle. You can hear the crowd in St. Louis. They're ready for this one. We'll start this one off with the new kid on the block. is Shele.
Shele gets up right away. By the way, he is the only player on the map to do so. None of the Reciprocity players lift up right away. Finally, Roy does get up, and they'll actually go ahead and trade.
Yeah, he did get the trade there, Shele, in that situation, which is pretty solid from him. 2 rockets taking it out of commission as well, making sure they didn't turn over immediately to the hands of Reciprocity. It looks like Aries has eyes on those. I'm not sure if anyone on Reciprocity does, though. It looks like Pistola was down hunting for them. Be interested to see if anyone can get control of those weapons.
That's right. Now, Aries love the way this guy plays. Really just such a calm player, and I think really lets the gameplay do the talking for him. If you missed, if you didn't catch the days of Halo 3, Aries, a name that you'd expect to see in the later rounds of a tournament each time.
Both power weapons in the hands of Reciprocity at the moment. Commonly going to be taken down there by Snipedown with that sniper rifle, and it is Reciprocity who had momentary control of the hill. But great job from Denial there, just to flush that player out of the hill. As we say, this bottom hill, it's not so much about racking up points, Andy. It's about making sure that your opponents do not.
Snipedown able to get 2 kills there. Now, what we saw in that first hill onset, actually a pretty high scoring first minute there, 17-13. A lot of times when you're watching Construct King, or especially this tournament, Guardian Oddball as well, teams hesitant to grab those first points, but we're seeing a good bit of aggression. Now you have to wonder if Reciprocity, after the result they just had on Narrows, if they're ready to play this game type a bit more aggressive than they normally would, because they know the speed at which Denial will be playing.
And now this is where teams have to start making decisions about when do you move up top. That hill's going to be rotating to the open street now in around 22 seconds. But then the dilemma comes whether, you know, do you try and scrap the last bit, this hill time, stay down low and pick up that overshield and then push, or do you sacrifice that and go for that early top control as Straight Six picking up Blaners with the snipe?
You have 10 seconds until that power up and onset. You really bring up a great point. That is the entire, really the whole thought process of Construct overall. There's a lot of priorities around the map, and getting up top is not easy, which is why these pushes are so interesting. It's a full overshield for Roy.
Looks like the push is going to come in then from Reciprocity. Manages to get up to close purple, but one layer of his overshield has already been stripped, and Straight Sick puts him on his back. Overshield out of commission.
Killing spree for Straight Sick, and he takes on Roy 1v1 as Roy has that overshield. A big win for him. He's going to maintain top control, and they'll maintain the lead as well.
And here comes the push up gold again, but Straight Sick is on patrol of gold at the moment. Double kill from him. Straight Sick is locking down the close street, and that gold lead, that gold lift, excuse me, almost single-handedly. Great plays coming in from him.
45-24. I mean, Straight Sick getting the best of Roy on back-to-back sequences there. Really great stuff from Denial, and they have taken the energy from that game number 2 and the momentum off of that win, and they're certainly applying it here. But Snipedown really wants to slow down this pressure.
Now, the interesting thing here for me is that Denial have had 2 players drop on the lobby side of the map. I'd love to see Straight Sick just try desperately stay alive at the moment, but 2 body shots from Snipedown is going to open up that gold lift. Now they have the opportunity to get up top, force a push of their own, and look at this. Total control of the map here is in the favor of Reciprocity, but the big push coming in up gold, this time from Aries, gets the sniper rifle back and gives them that access point to the top of the map.
And Snipedown had seen just about enough of Straight Sick's presence at gold, and it's been a real battle here, back and forth, 4 dead, as you see momentarily for Denial. That's going to give the guys on Reciprocity a chance to get right back in this game. 30 seconds before that hill moves.
Yeah, not only 4 dead, but rockets and sniper rifle in their hands as well. Push comes up. Lunchbox with some warning shots, we'll call them there, but his teammate Roy and Pistola are going to collect 3 kills for his troubles. Look at the score as well. Ola with the last battle here in the open purple wins it as well, and Reciprocity with that push have tied up the game now with 11 minutes gone, tied up, and now we're rotating back to that bottom middle hill.
Yeah, Lunch wants eyes on overshield right now. He knows there's pressure down low on the barrels. He's going to watch this overshield pop. Oh boy, it looks like that's not going to be a full for Commonly, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be a full burn. So no overshield in play. That overshield did come up right away. Only about 3 seconds late. It's going to be about a 57, 56 timing on that.
Commonly then moves in on that hill. Looks like they're going to take the fight down bottom here, Denial. Snipedown with some nice shots to take him down, but Straight Sick with the sniper rifle manages to trade out that kill. And that's one thing that Denial have done really well in this series so far, is make sure that they've been trading the kills when one of their teammates goes down. You can see immediately here, Straight Sick reacting to the call out of Shele. There was a 1-shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't get the finish, and that allowed the teammate of Reciprocity to come in there and finish that kill. Maybe just spent a few seconds too long just looking at that open street.
Pistola's crazy. No shields, open street, goes ahead and challenge a sniper bottom middle. Oh, I know it very well. That's one of the things that makes him one of the best Halo players in the world, is he is absolutely fearless and so confident in his ability there. Big kill on Shele. Doesn't even take any damage as well, continuing to control top mid.
Should pick up another kill here. Lunchbox steals it away from him, but Pistola is controlling the lobby and controlling Sword at the moment. He's one of the best players in the world when it comes to controlling these power positions. And why that is, it's not just his ability to put down the shots, it's his ability to live in the situations as well. When you're in a power position, everyone's hunting you down. Everyone wants you out of that place. Pistola is so good at making that the most difficult task he possibly can.
Yeah, finally, he gets taken down, and unsurprisingly, it takes 2 Denial members to do so. 90-75 now in favor of the Reciprocity side. That next overshield in about 33 seconds or so, as well as a hill move.
And this is the interesting thing for me here. Do Reciprocity make another push on this bottom hill? Or do they move up top early and kind of sacrifice a few seconds for that top control? It's such an interesting game type construct, King of the Hill, because you can almost see these thought processes creeping through every single player's mind with every single decision they're making.
Yeah, they got the perfect setup right now. Roy is getting all the time that they could, and then Lunch and Pistola are already up top, so they got as much time as they could. Let's see exactly where their teammates spawn. That's going to be a big deciding factor in whether or not they have any presence near the power-up.
Well, Lunchbox staying alive here is vital here for Reciprocity because it will allow those spawns, and there they come. Snitedown and Roy have spawned top gold. Now they're moving across the map, and that's why this top gold area is so important in this version of Halo 3. It is such a heavy spawn-influenced area that you can control the top of the map.
By the way, that was Aries you just saw the death screen of. He did have the overshield. Reciprocity eliminates it immediately. That's a big string of kills, and they get the rockets and the snipe as well. Definitely a big opportunity to go ahead by quite a large lead here.
Complete control of the top of the map then in the hands of Reciprocity, and with 4 rockets to play with as well. Pistola should have a pretty good time of it, to be honest with it, as far as his stats are concerned. As long as he plays it safe, as long as he plays it smart, should be able to pick up some kills if anyone lifting him. But look at this. Shele's trying to flank at the moment. Great shots and help coming in from Straight Sig. Now he has the opportunity to maybe peel Pistola off of that open purple and drop those rockets.
Yeah, Pistola just making sure he stays alive here in lobby. Shele, looking calm there on open glass, but Roy has his own idea. Gets a double kill of his own. Let's go down to a listen-in on the Reciprocity side. They're up by just a bit. Not a very comfortable lead. Let's hear the comms.
They're just backing up. Yeah. I'm trying to get a death screen. Yes, Eric. I have a death screen now. I'm getting cover from
Close behind me, dude. There's a guy in close behind us. 2 up close. They're going to have rockets close street. They have a sniper rock too.
I got one.
I'm looking at sniper rocket at gold weak. He got hit by a nade. He's backing up, going open side.
I'll lift up close in a second. I'm lifting up now. They're going to have sniper here.
Sniper and open street, maybe. He went to open side.
We can hill.
I'm looking at hill.
Yeah, we're fine.
Rockets.
Rockets are one. He's one hit. I got him.
Close street sniping. Close street sniping. You guys close. I got sniper.
I have rockets.
Only 20 seconds.
Only 20 seconds. I can flank open gold. Alright, I'm hiding in.
Commonly has sniper, guys.
I'm in 03 with rockets. Hey, maybe at Sword Jason. Post street. I'm clearing it out. Player one shot of gold there. He no scope me. Top gold lead going close gold. I'm one hit.
Live. Nade it open. I'm weak.
Get ready for
I
don't have this. I can't see it. I got it. West when you spawn. They had west to west.
Close street.
I got sniper. Close street. About 55. Oh, west. All you, Justin. Two dead. I can't get it. Okay, they're gonna be on it. Just go for hill. Okay, guys. We have 3 dead if we kill this guy.
Watch out and close.
Where's he going?
He's going right side.
How much?
Definitely not the left. Yep, he's in there.
3 guys near hill. They're getting a new sniper right now. They have. Yeah, they got it right now. Hill. Sniper's in hill. We can hill.
Oh, what's the? He's river.
He's river.
Weak right now.
Sniper guy was weak in hill. I'm dropping. Yep. He's full shield now, Justin. What's on hill?
Sword on me.
I got him. I'm lifting him. I'm coming off.
O2. I'm dying from O2. This guy.
Backdoor guy's weak. He's gonna drop maybe. He's still there.
What's up gold?
Commonly's dead. We can drop hill. Back hill gonna be weak. And they're gonna spawn gold after this. Yeah. Open ramp weak. Get 2 guys open ramp and open street. R1 guys. R1's gonna be weak.
I'm
real weak
O2. I'm running away with
After lobby. I got him. Close street. Kill me. O2 weak.
O2 and C2.
I'm gonna get C2. I got
C2 gonna go close purple.
In front of you, Justin. Right in front of you.
I can't see.
I drop for hill. I'm coming on. What's on all? We need to die. 2 of us dead. Jason, rocket us dead. 10 seconds. 40. Actually, like 41. I'm here, Eric. Just live. Watch out. C2 weak. Get a lift, baby. No, 20 back. Milk in time. I am.
At sword. At sword.
Live.
2 in the back of sword.
We gotta kill these guys. They're gonna drop.
Listening to those teammates communicating there, Andy, I know something you noticed is the difference in communication styles we have between Reciprocity and Denial. Break that one down for us.
Yeah, absolutely. A killing spree there for Roy. That's another nice shot from Olo. Going to try to tee up this shot. They hit the body shot there? No, but he's got plenty of help. Roy's going to be the one that cleans it up. But, I mean, anyone who listened to the listen-in on the last game and then also heard the listen in this game from both Denial and now Reciprocity, respectively, will notice you have very, very different communication styles. The amount of small talk that Reciprocity does. You hear Lunchbox saying things like, I'm alive in 03 with rockets. Let's go here. You hear Pistola with very specific callouts. There's a guy back gold who just got rockets now going open. Very detailed and specific callouts, whereas the guys on Denial really just relying on those quick callouts and then corresponding movements to get things done. So far, Denial has the lead here, but not by much.
Yeah, Denial has the lead, but Lunchbox has these rockets up top at the moment in close purple. Teammates are falling at the moment, but they should respawn up top, and that's so vital because if he stays alive here and Aries doesn't realize that Lunchbox is here, the Rockets could take the overshield out of commission. Roy gets taken down. Here comes Pistola. Lunchbox comes around the corner and takes it down, but look at this. That move from Aries there, taking that attention away from the rest of his teammates, means that they managed to steal into open purple here, and they're scrapping up more time.
Yep, Shele does all the damage he can before he dies, but I have to say that's the third overshield in a row for the side of Denial. You actually heard at the end of the Reciprocity listening, Towie saying, we do not have a time on overshield. They also didn't have anyone in position to grab it, so it's been a tough game in terms of power-ups for the Reciprocity side.
Tough game on the side of power-ups, but as far as weapons are concerned, I can't really remember anyone but Reciprocity having control of that rocket launcher. It just seems that they're not converting their kills into hill time at the moment. Yeah,
a sizable lead now for Denial. They're continuing this run, potentially sending us late into the series. But look at this now, already a 191 to 135. This is a great hold for Denial.
And I love what I just saw from Commonly there. He saw the players come up that close purple. He waited just a few seconds, then banked that nade up into lobby. He was estimating the time it would take those Reciprocity players to make it from close purple into the lobby. They didn't make it there, but that little small thought process, that little nuance is what makes him such a special player.
And we just saw Reciprocity had 3 players up top. They even got close street spawns, but immediately shut down by Denial, and they'll continue scoring here. Snipe Down finally gets up. Lunch also trying to get up a perp. Lunch is the only player alive here, and he'll fall as well. That's another time 4 dead back-to-back. Denial is dominating here.
Reciprocity need to learn that that close purple is owned by Shele, and he's doing work every time that they come up that purple. 227 here to 135. Reciprocity have really had no presence on the map in the last minute as far as hill time is concerned. And look at this, Commonly smartly dropping down. If he can hit this shot here on Lunchbox as that overshield comes up, this could be the end of the game. He hits one on Ola, and look at that, straight stick comes in as well, gets the overshield. The challenge is going to come in on Commonly, and Snipe Down gets put on his back as well. Commonly is playing this one beautifully.
Great set of decisions from Commonly. Dropping down there to River to get that overshield angle. Also gets a free kill on Ola. Look at this now, another kill with the pre-nade on Roy. This guy is looking great this game.
Oh, Commonly is doing work for the boys at the moment. Triple kill from Commonly, and that is going to be huge for Denial. They're going to be scrapping up this hill time bottom middle as well, and with just 10 seconds left to win this game, Denial look like they could be going up 2-1.
Absolutely, they can do it in this hill too. They might close out right here.
This is going to be it. Pistola's making a desperate lunge towards that hill, but it's not good enough. Denial Esports make it 2-1 in their favor. Now they're 1 game away from finding themselves in our grand finals.
And after that game number 1, you might not have expected to be sitting here with Denial up 2-1 in the series. They answer back strong. Look at those numbers there from Straight Sick, +9.
+9, Andy, but most hill time as well. You know, he was doing it all in that situation, and again, it's not just hill time, it's not just kills. He was doing such a good job of influencing spawns for his teammates on Construct. You might get annoyed with me saying it and banging on about it, but it wins you games, it wins you control, and it puts you 2-1 up in this series.
Absolutely. I mean, Construct King is one of the game types where you can absolutely get outslayed and still win the game. If you have, it's entirely a positioning game. If you can deny hill time at the right times and also capitalize at the right moments when you do get the right kills, or even if you don't have the right kills, as long as you have the right map positioning, it's really going to pay off on the scoreboard. That's what we saw from Denial. A little bit of shock there on the side of the Reciprocity side. Probably did not expect to be in this position here after 3 games.
Now, our next game is a very interesting one. We're moving over to the pit. Now, this is where men become boys, and where the big dogs really do get separated. We obviously have 2 sniper rifles on the map. We have that OS and we have that rocket launcher as well. I'm hoping Coach Towie is going to be behind his boys doing everything he can to make sure they get every single advantage they can. If they can pull this one off, we could well see a game 5 here in our losers bracket final. But the way that these guys from Denial have been playing, the chemistry they seem to have with each other, you couldn't put it past them closing this series out here.
Let's not forget, this is very similar to the first series of the day also, as you have a lot of, like we said, legendary Halo 3 names going up against names I think, you know, that are relatively newer. The big exceptions there, of course, are going to be Straight Sick and Aries. Those are 2 guys that, don't forget, just because they weren't, you know, winning every single Halo 3 event doesn't mean that they don't have a lot of Halo 3 experience under their belt. I've had the pleasure and privilege of watching a lot of Straight Sick and Aries gameplay in Halo 3. These guys know what they're doing, and the pickups of Shele and Commonly have really worked out for them here.
Yeah, it's been really, really solid to see, and the communication's been on point. It's been unique at points as well, but they have the opportunity here to close out the series against Reciprocity and book their ticket to our grand final to take on Tox Gaming. This one's a big one here. Can Reciprocity send it to a Game 5 and send it the distance? Let's find out.
All right, snipe down off the break, gonna go training. We'll see exactly what happens with this opening overshield battle.
Snipe down immediately flanking training here, and I like this, to be honest with you. He's going to catch them off guard. Aries gets taken down. The player's going to be no shields here as well. It's straight sick. Apologies, no. He didn't have no shields. Lunchbox, though, made it a little bit easier for Snipe down, and I like this push. Look how aggressive Reciprocity are being early on.
It's a great point. Pit is a map that you can't necessarily be super aggressive on at all times, but Reciprocity is really bringing it to denial here. That's 4 dead.
4 dead, and I love what Snipe Down's doing here. He's opening up this courtyard spawn. He's trying to allow those players. Oh my word! It doesn't matter where you spawn when Snipe Down hits shots like that.
Are you kidding me? What an angle from him. What an opening from the Reciprocity side. That flag run, excuse me, is going to be stopped. Shele with the double, but still, Snipe Down making statements in the opening minute of the match.
I mean, it's all great. You know, Snipe Down's hit a disgusting headshot there. Reciprocity had perfect map control there, but they haven't managed to get that flag even out of the base, to be honest with you. They got it a couple of feet to one side, but they didn't manage to get that run going. That's a bit of a concern for me.
Absolutely. You want to make sure not only that you're getting 4 dead and starting the run, but you want to be killing those last players as you start the flag run. You can oftentimes use that flag pull to apply the pressure and squeeze those players outside of areas like the cuts, S1, back mauler. Use that as you start the run. Oftentimes, if you see 4 dead and you're communicating that we need to pull, it's oftentimes too late.
Snipe Down then realizes there is a player sneaking around that first BR. The push is now coming in from Reciprocity. Ola going to be working with Roy, and Ola is going to pick up that kill there, so keep an eye on the feed. They're trying to move this flag early. Looks like Snipe Down has spotted a player here, but the player is snanking through the long haul here.
Yep. That's unfortunate. Commonly gets all the way around.
He's playing this one so well at the moment, Commonly. Not only is he picking up kills, but he's diverting so much attention back to himself. And by staying alive in this situation and picking up these kills, if his teammates pick up kills on his side of the map now, he can start this flag run, and this could be a counter-clap opportunity.
Look at this. This is a unique scenario here. You got a little bit of a flag battle, flag standoff, flag coming through a long haul here.
Pistola's going to play this one smart, though. Throws it down to the plat and does actually get taken down. I'm not sure if he was aware of Commonly's position, to be honest with you. Both flags are still moving. 1-0 though, the first one does go in for Reciprocity. Interesting to see if they could get that counter cap going, but it looks like they've given up on that one. Committed to the overshield instead, and Aries is going to pick that one up.
Look at great nades from Lunch though. Banks those nades off the tower, knew exactly the angle that Aries was going to challenge from in the court, and takes off that overshield entirely.
Aries going to be taken down by Snipe Down as well. And oh, the snipe comes in across map there from Straight Sick, I believe it was. Roy looking to maybe recycle that sniper rifle, and it's Commonly on the other side of things who has a sniper rifle of his own. Roy having to do some defensive work, does so well, clears Straight Sick out of the mauler. Now it's about these picks. Can Commonly find ahead?
Yep, also a lot of attention on green now, so we get ready for those next rockets. Those next rockets should have just dropped. If I'm not mistaken, Shele's got them.
Shele's picked him up, and Lunchbox, I think, has realized that, but Snipe Down has taken down Shele. Interesting to see if he can get in a position. It's actually Pistola who has now recycled those rockets into the hands of Reciprocity. So they have a sniper, they have those rockets as well. Commonly's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders to hit these shots when the push comes in.
Tell you what, after enough years of coaching, those rocket times are burned into my mind. If I ever see a 30-minute timer, I can tell you exactly when the rockets and sniper coming up, whether it's a kitchen timer or a Halo 3 timer now. At the 26 mark, my oh my, Commonly really showing off here in this game. That flag, this pull is going to come through as well, though.
And the importance of that is as well that by staying alive and picking up that kill, when Rex started that run, he got his teammates those respawns in the mauler. So great play from Commonly there, making sure that he got that kill, but most importantly, where that kill was picked up, allowed his teammates to get back on the map.
Yeah, Commonly might be a player that really, came onto the scene in the professional scene, in Halo 5 and made a name for himself in that game, but he's showing off that he knows how to play Halo 3 at a really high level.
Yeah, Pistola managed to get those rockets back in his hands as well after being taken down. He flanked all the way through the long haul and managed to pick him up on green, rotate back, and he's going to clear out the base as well. Great play there from Pistola, recognizing the situation and recognizing the importance of that rocket launcher.
Yeah, I want to go back to one of the points we brought up before today even started on set about just how important Pistola's performance is to this team. I think in this series, if Reciprocity is going to close it out, we need to see the best Pistola. He needs to bring all that he's got to get his team through this match.
Shield should be propping the next 30 seconds or so as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. See if anyone manages to pick that up, and commonly starting the push here for Denial through the long horn. This is the traditional push you're going to see a lot of the time, through the green box, through the long horn. That great grenade there, but great survivability from Snipe Down. Means that commonly won't be able to extend and get that kill. Aries picks up one, and the Mauler beat down there means that 3 players are going to drop here for Reciprocity. Last player alive's on the flag. He's hiding in the cuts, and that's Lunchbox, and Aries doesn't spot him.
Oh, wow, and Aries also unable to get the flag grab all the way up through the first BR, so it's a really big play from Lunchbox to slow down this whole push, and he keeps Aries weak in the Mauler as well.
Snipe Down's picked up the fresh sniper for his team. Straight Six got it on the other side of things, so we're back to that battle between those 2 players.
Look at Lunch. Lunch actually gets the kill on the feed against Aries as well. So right there in essentially a 1v4, sitting on the flag, able to push Aries back and win a very long, about 30-second battle.
Straight Six with the double kill here. Peel Snipe Down off of the tower. Another kill here. Lunchbox jumps up and challenges him and tries to back him down, but smart play from Straight Six there. Yes, he took down 2 players, took down a 3rd, but he recognized that his teammates had fallen at the same time. So if he pushed, he was meat essentially. He would have had to hit some ridiculous shots.
Yep, we're about to be 6 minutes into this game. Denial in position to close out the series if they win this game. However, if the score stays the same or Reciprocity is able to close it out, we'll go to a game number 5. Let's go ahead now into a listen-in with the Denial side. They're down 1-0, but poised to cap.
Push green right now. They're training, I have help.
You have help.
I hear. 2-2-2, I'm gonna die.
Rocket's up now,
I'm trying to waste ammo,
Oh, they were dirty.
Only 1 bullet left.
Inside green. Inside green.
Our green.
Oh, he's coming back. He's in the pocket.
OS 38. OS 38.
Still
OS
just sitting in
38.
the pocket. Go inside.
They're green.
OS 38.
I hear you.
I'm going Shele.
Corey's going for it.
Going for Obi.
I'm here.
Alright, go for it then.
You got it.
Watch out the needle pit.
I think I'm on the runway.
Watch out there. He's going green now.
Looking down at you. No, he looks away.
We don't know West.
You're last
It might be our side, honestly.
We have it. Oh, we had it.
I'm breached. Banana right now. Coming our training.
Our training weak. All guys too long.
And on their sword right
now. Our training, guys. Our training, literally just sitting there.
How shields are green?
They're training. Watch out, rockets.
Another guy in the pit.
I killed rockets. They're pit box on me.
Nice.
By itself. I died to him. He's their pit.
One
Shot pit. Absolute.
Sword
Sniping. Snipe down. Sword for sure. And they're sword down. They're sword down. Three. They have rockets somewhere. Be careful.
Mason can help you. Mason
They're
can help
training.
you.
Rocket down. Rocket down.
No,
rocket down. They're green, guys. They're green fucking. Here, 2 guys.
They're down the runway.
I don't see anyone.
They're trying to go for it.
They're training.
Rocket's in front of you, Shele. Rocket's in front of you.
Do that, guys.
Rocket's in front of you to the right. Oh,
I'm
shit.
coming.
Mate, Shele, right.
Benrick's back.
I'm coming long. Watch bridge. Mason live.
Everyone's back.
Main Korea going through long. Yeah, I'm too long.
New snipe 23. New snipe 23.
They're very scoring.
Watch out.
Watch out. I got one.
Our needle pit weak. Slide down.
There's two. I am. Cuts behind me.
Our pit 1 hit. He's our wall. Slide down.
They're flag right now. Sitting their flag. Going flag.
Coming camo.
I got through, guys.
Two sniping.
They're green also. I'm getting our snipe.
Your needles? Oh, that's you.
We have 2 snipers. We're gonna have 2 snipers.
I hear you.
Flag.
Probably.
That's 2?
They're Mauler 1 hit. Slide down. Their first BR pit 1 hit.
You got me.
Mason, live.
That's 2 snipers. One shot. I killed sniper.
They're camo. 2 of them, they're camo. 1 is sniper. I got 2 dead.
31 guys custom. 31 custom. 31.
Big plays from Straight Six to open up the map here. The triple kill once again coming in from Corey. He's been doing work with this weapon in this game.
I'm looking if there's anyone in position. Lunchbox is still on the flag plat.
He's done it again. Lunchbox has stayed alive.
He's going to grenade that needle. I'm not sure if he's able to get any sort of kill there, though.
Lunchbox delaying that flag push once again there from Reciprocity. Last man standing. And he's making them work so hard for that final kill. That's the 2nd time in this game we've seen that, but not for the 2nd time in this game. I think this is the 3rd overshield in a row that Aries himself has had. He is on top of that time, Andy.
I don't know if anyone in the past 25 minutes has had a power-up aside from Aries across the last 2 games, the Halo that we've watched. Really great power-up control. You actually heard during the listen-in that it was a 38 overshield, and Aries said right away, I'm going in. He's always making sure that he's in position to grab that. It's really shown during this game, but as you pointed out, Onslaught, Lunchbox staying alive on the flag and getting that kill on the flag carrier and needles, that's huge. That makes sure that they maintain the lead here as we're about 10 minutes into the game.
And one thing I loved there from Aries was that little shoulder peek. He was just dipping and diving and checking if Snipe Down was still in that Mauler. He was only poking out for a microsecond there, and Snipe Down, I mean, he's got incredible reaction times, but they're not that good. If you're shoulder peeking, that shot is incredibly high level.
Absolutely. Now things are slowing down just a bit. Roy with plenty of ammo in the sniper rifle here gets some help from Twin Brother Lunch to clean up that straight to kill, and that means that they can now finally push out comfortably.
push comes in from Denial, like what I'm seeing from them. Roy's having to back down and play this one slow, and he's going to be forced to hit some shots pretty soon as well, because Reciprocity, you're very much on the back foot at the moment. As I look across, the rocket launcher's just popped as well, and Straight Sick has got that in his hands.
Absolutely going to look to do some damage here. That first kill on Green's going to be big, and Straight Sick actually turns it double. You see that in the kill feed. He's going to bring that rocket all the way back to his side. But time, of course, now on the side of Reciprocity as they're up 1-0. About 5 minutes left in regulation.
We're playing this one nice and slow at the moment. Straight Sick trying to get aggressive. Lunchbox took down Straight Sick though with that rocket launcher. Pistola picking up another one. It looks at the moment like Reciprocity have just decided to almost play this like a pit TS. They're playing their side of the map. They're playing it nice and slow because they've only got sort of 5 minutes or so left in this game before they close this one out.
Yep, they slowed down. Wow, great challenge there from Roy on Shele as well. Shele's been doing well here on the main stage, but that's a big challenge on Roy with the sniper rifle. Roy going for the bank shot off the runway. That does not connect. But tell you what, if you look at Overshield up by the way, that's why Roy did have eyes on that, making sure that someone gets it. I don't think Reciprocity was able to get it, though. And I think it's going to be an Aries burn.
Aries did manage to get the burn on that one, I believe. He's doing absolute work at the moment, to be honest with you. Now he's going to be moving through the courtyard. Roy's got to be careful here, but it doesn't matter because every time that Roy has been challenged recently, he's whipping his reticle straight into the line of sight of the player.
Roy just checked runway twice, and in the millisecond that he looked away, Aries got through. Aries is now behind Roy in the needle pit. That's where those shots are coming from.
Roy's got to turn around and hit a shot here. Aries should make him pay, and he does indeed. And now Aries has the opportunity to start a run. Straight Sick is flanking through training as well, and I believe he has some assistance in long haul as well. Look at this. Denial set up perfectly, but Lunchbox is the player to watch.
Yeah, Lunchbox is on the enemy turret with the sniper rifle. He can stop this flag.
Lunchbox has got work to do, hits another body shot, and I think Denial are going to be more than aware, but maybe just slightly missing that shot could cost him. Commonly, this is a vital kill, and Commonly gets this kill. Denial get it back to their mauler, but teammates are falling all around Aries.
They do need 1 or 2 kills here before they make this happen.
Here comes the push from Rec. They managed to get the kill on the flag carrier. They have complete control of the upper side of the map as well. Straight Sick, though, comes in, and Straight Sick gets a huge beatdown kill for the double.
It's a double kill and a flag touch on set.
Denying that reset. Lunchbox is moving as well. Shele gets the touch on this one. Not sure if they've managed to finish off the kill on Lunchbox. And look at this, Shele. He gets around the corner. He clenches hard, and he gets the flag in and puts it home. 1-1 now.
Big credit to Straight Sick there. Huge play. Straight Sick able to fly into the mauler. If you could pick up a double kill and get that flag touch against a team like Reciprocity, that is a huge play. And here we are now tied 1-1. Before that pull, I was actually just about to say, if you're Reciprocity, you can't keep playing this way because Denial is continuing to bring the pressure that they've brought since game number 2.
And that's the thing, isn't it? If you play that way, you can only fail once.
Yes.
If you fail once and you go 3 or 4 dead on your side of the map, hey, you're respawning in a courtyard. You're in trouble. That flag run's going to start. But look at the answer back here coming in from Reciprocity. The overshield is up as well, but they're just concentrating on moving this flag. Straight Sick versus Pistola. Pistola can't quite finish the kill, and it looks like there's a player on the flank here. This is vital because the overshield's up at the moment.
No, burned by Roy.
It actually was burnt. Apologies. And now you're going to see Pistola picking up this rocket launcher, and if he can pick up some kills, this might be cap hit to Wreck.
Absolutely taking a look across. Hola staying alive in green.
Reset.
Flag is going to be reset there, so I do believe both that flag is going to sit right there on the first BR.
It's Commonly who's doing so much work here as Pistola's playing this one nice and slowly, and now Commonly, he's doing some work of his own and moving that flag.
Hola knew there was a sniper that fell there. Gets it in the hands as well. Commonly's going to continue the run for kills.
This is a vital shot here. Pistola versus Commonly. Commonly's trying to buy time, and Commonly should be taken down. So great help there. And Pistola with the body shot is going to stop that flag and keep it sitting in the needles.
It's a big stop. It's a bit turned around here, looking all the way across. Finally, that flag goes back home. And what a sequence of events that we just saw. By the way, that was going to be another consecutive Aries overshield grab. However, Snipe down on this last rotation, flies down, out BR's Aries, and in the end, it's Roy that gets the burn. So it's a big set of plays to finally deny the overshield.
And that was 3 kills in a row there. Double kill followed by the kill on Pistola from Aries. He's trying to take down Snipe down as well, but Roy comes in with the help, and it looks like Roy's double kill should shut down this push. That's another kill, and a triple for Roy to shut everything down.
And now with only 1 minute left in regulation, make that 50 seconds, we are essentially already in a sudden death scenario. You can be sure that the next flag in, unless both flags are pulled simultaneously, next one will win the game.
You thought that this was a nervy game, and you thought this was a high-pressure game, knowing that you could only make one mistake as a team, and it's going to cost you a game, and could cost you the series here if you're Reciprocity. It ups it just to a whole new level completely.
Olo's got that sniper rifle in hand still.
Aries then.
He loves this place, man.
Again, just trying to see when that overshield's going to be popping. It'd be interesting to know if he knows the exact time on it. Pistola though. Oh, look at this. The flank comes in and he got the burn on that Aries.
He did. You saw the custom power up there on your screen in the kill feed. And they are on top of those times consistently throughout the entire game. Great shots there from Lunch. And now, in about 3 seconds as we count down 3, 2, 1, we are now here in sudden death overtime between Denial and Reciprocity. Next flag will win.
What an intriguing battle this has been on pit capture the flag. Both teams not giving an inch to each other. Pistola now is going to be flanking training with that sniper rifle. Trying to support his teammates as well if they're trying to push through the green and long haul, but Roy picking up that first kill in the team fight means that Pistola might have the opportunity to pick off ahead. Shele picks up a kill though, so a 3v3 situation now. So Pistola smartly backing down once again and just calming everything down.
Just look at the energy in this game. Things have slowed down quite a bit. You have moments there, Towie's leaning in, pointing out a few things. Ola respecting the 50-yard line, not moving across. Straight Sink boldly making a play into sword, but great nades from Reciprocity will shut that down. But you could tell, now that we're in sudden death, things have changed. The opening 15 minutes of this game were very fast, but now that both teams know that they're only one mistake away from losing this game, things have slowed down quite a bit. Rockets in the hands of Lunch as well. Rockets
in the hands of Lunchbox. Pistola has a snipe, and Snipe Down has a snipe. Now, one of these players has got to take some responsibility and say, you know what, I'm putting this away, I'm going to use my BR, because poor on Lunchbox, he's the only player who doesn't have some toys to play with, and he's going to need some support in those team fights.
Here we go now. On board with Snipe Down, like we said, rotating around the back. Sniping from a very different position will get the best of Commonly as well, but now here we are in sudden death. As we said, the game slowed down. Let's hear and see if the communication has slowed down as well. It's a listening now on the side of Reciprocity.
They're training ramp.
I'm right here, I'm trying to help.
Watch out their training ramp. Watch out their training ramp. Still there. I did not get him.
They're training still.
Go west when you spawn.
I hear you. I have a rocket.
They're flying, guys.
We need help.
Oh, I'm dead.
Under bridge, they're training. They're training. I rocketed him. He's weak at their training pit.
We gotta live. West is right now 50.
He's their training.
He's in the Mauler side.
Might go that guy. That guy was weak. That was
in their Mauler side.
They're training.
They're on fly, guys.
They're training.
Coming too long on side in a second. Maybe fun.
They're running our flag.
Our back might be weak. Yeah, we gotta put their green guys. Our cuts right now.
Look at our cuts.
It's our back turret.
I'm trying to come out.
I got killed from training. Green sniping, guys. One hit. You got to live. Just got me. There's two guys on our green.
Push our back snipe. Our back snipe. Watch out on me.
One shot.
Our street.
Got you.
Another guy there.
They're gonna snipe you, Eric.
Another guy's on Eric.
That's one dude. You gotta live, Eric. As long as you can.
Nice, dude. Nice, Eric. They don't need to win up there. Stay alive.
Fly guys, one shot. Fly guys, one shot. Fly
guy's gonna die.
Another gunshot.
Another guy's watch out runway.
Let's go to there. Under bridge, one shot. Under bridge, our street, one shot.
I don't see him.
Our street.
I needed our street. I can't add it.
Look at this run here from Denial. They've taken it through the courtyard, and Straight Sick has been picking up kills as well. Lunchbox gets the stop on it. The push is going to be coming through the long haul, though, from Rec. This is the game right here.
Commonly does get the touch, though. Look at this.
Commonly gets the cut. He's running it home. Look at this. What a run from Denial. What a way to end the series. And Denial will take down Reciprocity 3-1 in our losers bracket final.